Ashley Haas, and this is Spreadum, your new go-to sports show for gambling advice, sports updates, and we'll be joined by amazing celebrity guests. And speaking of celebrity guests, we have a legendary lineup for you today. We have Hall of Fame linebacker Brian Urlacher and Super Bowl winner Simeon Rice here to help get you ready for NFL Kickoff. Guys, we made it. Game day is just days away, and I am counting down the minutes. I don't know about you, but I can't wait to start gambling again because I got to make some money, honey. So if you want to make some cash with me, you're going to have to tune in every Monday and Thursday where I'll be giving you my locks of the week. We're going to talk parlays. We're going to talk over-unders, futures, player props. You name it, we're talking about it. So be sure to subscribe so you don't miss a single pick. Also, I want you to leave a comment. Tell me if you agree, if you disagree, and who your favorite team is. I want to know everything, guys. Now, you might be wondering, why on earth would I take gambling advice from a blonde model? Seems a little weird. But the thing is, I've actually been giving gambling advice and had a winning average against the spread for the past 8 years. Yes. That means while I was walking on catwalks and posing for brands like Victoria's Secret, I was also picking games against the spread. And how did I do that, you might ask? Well, my dad really wanted a boy and only had me. So I became his little tomboy, and I loved sports my whole life. You know, the NFL has always been my biggest passion. But I not only study how teams play home versus away, how they play each other in the past, but let's face it, I am a woman after all. So I also take into consideration the psychology, and I will just straight up ask wags how their men are feeling that day, especially if they're on my fantasy football team. So let's just say women, we make great detectives. Chef's kiss. I've been professionally handicapping for the past 8 years, but I've actually been doing so unprofessionally since I was, 8 years old. Let me get into that a little bit more for you. So I had an amazing childhood. I wouldn't change it for the world. My grandfather, who was a compulsive gambler who came back from World War II, was my babysitter. And while my mom was away, I was being a little brat and I didn't want to go to school. I would throw a little temper tantrum and he couldn't leave me at home alone. So I had to go to work with Pop-Pop. And work with Pop-Pop was we would go to billiards bars and hustle for money, take our earnings, and then go to the racetrack. And he taught me if I picked the horse that won, then I would get ice cream. So let's just say I took my job very seriously because I love me some ice cream. Who doesn't? And also, it taught me about odds and statistics before I even knew my times tables or algebra. I mean, I still don't know algebra, but I do know about gambling and I do know about parlays. In fact, my mom used to ask me, what'd you learn in school today? And I would say, to bet on the horse least expected to win because it pays out the most. And then Pop-Up was fired from being my babysitter because I think my school attendance was pretty low that year. But, you know, I can't thank him enough because I feel like I learned so much and I can get you ready for football season with Pop-Up's information and my dad wanting to have a little boy. And I mean, I'm sorry I didn't come out a boy, Dad, but it is what it is. And you got a tomboy of a girl who loves sports more than anything, and I love gambling and I love making money and I want to help you make some money, honey. And that, my friends, brings us to the name of the show, Spreadum. What does that mean, you might ask? Well, when a team is favored to win and I think they're going to cover the point spread, we will say Spreadum. And honestly, I might spread them quite often. That sounded like it did. Yeah, it did. Well, let's not dwell on that because we will be spreading them a lot this season. But before we get you ready for game day, I need to give a big shout out to Mr. Clark Hunt, who is on the cover right now of Newsweek. Get your print edition right now on stands and go to our YouTube channel, subscribe and like, and you will watch an amazing interview with him and none other than Mr. Patrick Mahomes. So without further ado, we have to get you ready for NFL season. So we have a legendary lineup, as I mentioned. I am absolutely delighted to introduce our first guest we have here today, breaking down the top stories in football and sharing his thoughts on this season's contenders. Bears fans, get ready. This man played in the NFL for 13 seasons, 8-time Pro Bowler, Defensive Rookie of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year, Pro Bowl Hall of Famer, and College Hall of Famer. This man's jersey is still worn today by almost every Bears fan in the stadium. In fact, actually, in the studio, I'm going to be wearing a Brian Urlacher jersey as well. Give it up. I bought this. Yeah, and I need you. By the way, it supposedly has a signature, Brian, but I'm gonna need you to.
Yeah.
Is that not your? That's not your real signature. We're going.
I'm trying to look close, but that. I mean, oh yeah, it might be. It might be. It looks better than I thought it did. Yeah, could be.
Yeah.
Could be.
Well, we're gonna have to get you to sign it for reals.
Yeah,
But I'm gonna put my.
On.
Oh yeah.
You're the Uggles. You like the Uggles, right?
I do like the
Yes.
Eagles. but if I'm gonna wear a jersey. A Bears jersey? I'm wearing an Urlacher one.
Appreciate that.
I told you, I was at the Raiders-Bears game, and all I saw, everybody, Urlacher. In Raiders Stadium. I was so honored.
The Bears play there again this year. I'm not going to go to the game, but I'll be in Vegas that weekend for some festivities. But yeah, Bears fans are awesome. We got the greatest fans.
Now, you actually, I read a stat, you played 182 games and you only ever didn't start in 2. Do you know how insane that is? Is that true?
So my first 2, I was Barry mentioned. The only reason I got to start the last 182 is because, or 180, whatever, is because Barry got hurt in our third game of the season, our second game of the year at Tampa. Barry, our middle linebacker, gets hurt, and I was playing Sam. And he goes down, and Coach Bosch says, "Go play Mike." I was like, "Huh? I've been playing Sam. I don't even know what Mike does." And then I started every game with Mike after that. So yeah, that was not a good thing he got hurt. But if he doesn't get hurt, who knows when I actually start playing at middle linebacker?
I mean, you would have. I mean, I always end up picking fantasy football players that are always injured. So the fact that you weren't injured, in 13 seasons is amazing. And you were so.
But nothing too crazy.
But nothing that kept you out of the game, which is so crazy.
I missed the whole season in 2009. My wrist. I dislocated my wrist in 2009. So I played the first quarter of the first game, and I dislocated it at Green Bay. So missed 15 games that year. Maybe it said 180 games total after that, because I did miss like 18 games in my career.
I gotta say, that's still not bad. That's still not bad.
That injury is pretty good to come back from it.
Now, you spent all 13 seasons with the Bears. Was there ever a time where you thought maybe I would be traded, or maybe I want to try somewhere else?
The Bears are good at getting my contract done early. I never got to free agency until my last. Obviously, when I retired, I was a free agent. But no, they did my rookie year. My rookie contract they redid 2 years early. And then when I had 3 years left on that second deal, they added a year on into 2012. So I never crossed my mind. Never was a possibility until I got to the end there, and I didn't. Then I just retired, so it didn't matter. But no, they were great about getting it done early. So I never got to test free agency, which I didn't want to anyway.
I mean, as you should. I mean, that's why I think you are one of the most loved players. You are Bears through and through, but you didn't grow up in Chicago, so who was your favorite team growing up?
You know the answer to this question. So I grew up in New Mexico, so my team was Dallas Cowboys. I grew up a Cowboys fan. Early 90s, when I was probably middle school or maybe in high school. They won 3 Super Bowls, 3 out of 4 years there. So that was my team. We watched them every Sunday. My dad was a Cowboys fan, so we all worked. My brother was a Redskins fan because we were Cowboys fans, so he had to go against us. But Cowboys were my team.
And so if the Bears are playing the Cowboys, who are you cheering for?
Who do I bet on? Does it matter? Does it matter?
That's actually a very good point. By the way, I made a lot of money when you're betting against my Eagles. I don't even care. I did it. I said, I'll take the money. I mean, you hedge your bet. Either way, you win money or your team wins. It's not
That's
bad.
right. Yeah, I agree. You're going to win either way. I'd rather win the money. But, it's fun to bet on games now.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you know it. Oh, okay. So speaking of betting on games, and since you're a Cowboys fan, let's talk about this Micah Parsons trade. I mean, it's insane. He is getting $188 million for 4 years. Yeah. That now makes him the highest non-paid quarterback in the NFL. Not to mention he is now making more money than Patrick Mahomes. Is that not insane? Did you know that? That's insane. He's making more money than Mahomes.
I thought it averaged out to 50 a year.
It's
either way, it's a ton of money. I mean,
I think it's like $1 million more than Patrick. It's not by much, but it is like
Good for him.
it's it's $1 million or two
I'm
more
a
than
Micah
Patrick.
Parsons fan, being a Cowboys fan, so I enjoy watching him play. It stinks that they couldn't work something out, but that is a lot of money to pay a defensive player. He's not a obviously he's not a
It
quarterback.
is.
He's going to affect the game, but not as much as a quarterback would. So what's he making? 47 a year, something like that. That's a lot
Like
of bread.
48 million.
Not saying he didn't earn it. I mean, the guy, I think he should make every penny he gets, but that's a lot of money to pay a guy who's not a quarterback. And then you look at Cowboys couldn't pay him that money. There's no way with paying CD and Dak and the guys we paid. The guys the Cowboys have paid. It's hard to kind of divvy that money up. So I get this right. At least they got something for him. A couple first-round picks and Kenny Clark.
Exactly. So, I mean, listen, that is a good point. So now are the Cowboys rebuilding? It seems like you don't think, no?
No, this is our year.
Because this is your year? You truly believe in the Cowboys even without Micah Parsons?
Our Cowboys fans say it every year. This is our year. That's our famous thing. This is our year. This is our year. But
this is our year. It's always, or there's always next year is my favorite as an Eagles fan. There's always next year. There's always
Eagles
next
are
year.
good. What are you talking about? I just hope they can score points. I don't know how good they're going to be on defense this year. I hope Dak and they got the receiver from they got Pickens from Pittsburgh. That's a good trade. Him and CD.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
I love that you still believe in them. As an Eagles fan, I was extremely excited to hear that we are not going to have to go against Micah Parsons. So I'm quite happy about that. I will say it did change the line a little bit. So obviously in the Packers' favor. So, now what do you think against that game? So now the Packers, they're going to get Micah Parsons, but like you said, it's still all new. And what are you thinking?
So they're playing Detroit at Green Bay, I think the first week of the year. They're now -2.5. Green Bay's favored by 2. I love Detroit. I know they lost their coordinators, but this Dan Campbell's still there. They got a lot of the same players that are still there. I'm sure somebody in whoever they hired as an OC learned from Ben Johnson. So I'm sure they're going to have a good idea of what's going to work against Green Bay. I still like Detroit in that game. I don't know. I know what like you said too. Mike is not going to be as versed as he should be in their defense. He's still him. So he's going to be able to rush the passer and go get the guys, and he's still a great athlete, so he should be okay. But he will not be as fluent in the defense as he will be in week 5 or 6.
For sure. And I also love the Lions. Maybe it's just because they were so bad for so many years that I love to see an underdog doing well. But I love the Lions. I love their fan base. I love them. So I'd actually rather see them do well. But I do love Micah Parsons, so I hope he does well there. But let's talk for a second about players holding out for big contracts. It is a gamble he took. It paid off. $188 million paid off. Damn. He's 26 years old, and
I was going to say, good for him. So he'll get another deal if he plays great. These 4, he may get $250 million when he's 30. Who knows? Crazy. Great.
Crazy. Especially being that it's a defensive player. I love that, It's like I love that.
I hope he does well up there. I'm sure he will. The good thing about him playing there is they have a lot of leads, so he'll be able to rush the passer a lot. Jordan Love, they score points, they get up early, so he'll have a chance to rush the passer. But the holding out or holding in, I guess they call it now, is a risk. But at least they're in training camp. They're there. They're visible every day. They're in the meetings. I think I started watching Hard Knocks this year for the first time ever, and I saw. The running back was holding in. James Cook was holding in, and they got his deal done. And so at least he was there. It's a business, I think it goes both ways. It's a business on the team side, it's a business for the player side. They got to take advantage of these situations when they can because they have such a small window to maximize their earning potential. So I get it. Don't have to agree with it. Don't love it, but that's just part of the way the business is now.
So speaking of the business now versus when you were playing, you are a amazing NFL player, but you are also an amazing dad. So you have 3 beautiful kids, 2 gorgeous girls, and 1 son who's playing at USC now. So you've had a chance to kind of see what it's like for these young college players to now almost transition into the NFL. What do you think how different is it now for these young players? From when you were in college and going to the NFL.
The biggest difference is they're getting paid. I think the NIL's changed everything. Every year they're a free agent in college. I don't like that. I understand the portal. I wish that there was a way to get rid of the portal, but still let him make the NIL money. Maybe they have to sit out a year because they can still pay him the money, but may have to sit out a year. They're not going to be as inclined to transfer as quickly. They're when they get to NFL, they have more money now because they got paid in college. But I still feel like the desire is there for these kids to play at the next level. I don't think the money takes away their desire to get to the next level. I know my son is hungry. He loves football. He wants to learn. He wants to get better. He loves the game. He's a student of the game. He's always, I'm like, what are you doing? Is watch a film. I'm like, all you do is watch film, bro. You're in college. Enjoy it. I wasn't a film guy, even in the NFL. This dude is always watching film, always breaking down things, which is good. He's a student of the game, like I said. But the biggest difference now is these kids getting paid, which I'm all for because the NCAA makes so much money off of them. I'm glad they're going to get to make some money as well.
1,000%. I actually think it makes them more mature when they get into the league and kind of already awares them of situations of sponsorships and deals and things. So it's already kind of matures them a little bit, and I think it's a positive. I think it's positive.
Well, lesson they're
now
going to learn is taxes. They're going to have to focus on that money from year to year. So they need to pay attention to that when they do get their money. Don't blow it all at once. Make sure you save some to pay Uncle Sam when it's time to pay that man his money.
You are a very smart man. Good, smart. And I will say I have to do two people's taxes. I do my dad's as well now, so I hate taxes. But let's talk also about what it's like. What do you think it's like for your son, who has a legendary father to look up to? Do you think that weighs in a little bit, having?
So I feel like it puts added pressure to him, if that makes sense, which he doesn't need. I mean, he wants to make him his name. He wants to do Kennedy Urlacher, not Brian Urlacher. He wants to be him, and he wants everything he gets. Wants to be he wants to be because he busted his ass and he got there, not because his dad was who he was or blah blah blah. He wants to get accomplishments and achieve things because of him. That's it. He just wants nothing because of his last name, and I appreciate that, man. He wants to bust his ass and earn everything he gets because of the player he is and the person he is, not because of his last name.
I actually think it's probably harder for these guys. People think it's easier because, you have the name, but I think it's so much harder. You have so much to live up to. I mean,
there's a lot of expectations on the kids. So you look at Notre Dame, when he was at Notre Dame, they had 3 or 4 guys that played in the NFL had their kids. And they got, I think, 4 more last year. Got kids that signed there from guys who played in the NFL. But the expectations are much higher. The level of what they should be able to do is higher. But I guess that just comes with being in that category. But he doesn't want anything because of his last name. He wants to achieve it because he accomplished it, not because of me.
Now, he is amazing on the field and off the field. But what if you were the father to Deion Sanders' kids? What do you think? I mean, I don't know what to think of it. I don't know what to make of it. I feel kind of bad for Deion a bit. I feel like
they're both played. I mean, they both got. I don't know if is it Shiloh the one he got?
Shiloh threw a punch. He threw a punch at the Bills player. And in preseason?
I know.
Why are you fighting in preseason?
Trying to win a roster
save
spot.
that. Save it for when it counts.
I know, but you're trying to win a roster spot, so you don't know. If I was saying, I'd be proud of both of them. They both played the NFL. They're both going to play. I mean, I'm not sure if Shiloh will make a team or not, but it looks like Shadir's going to make the Browns. So I'll be proud of them. They were both good college football players. They made a lot of money in NIL money there at Colorado. So, I mean, anytime your kid gets a chance to follow in your footsteps, you should be proud.
I agree with that. I do think that, the throwing punches, and I can only imagine what was maybe said on the field.
It's to put into words what happens sometimes. But also, I mean, I'm a big Deion guy, man. I've always liked Deion. I love the way he's all about. He tells you what it is, and he does what he's just him. So I'm a big fan. He's turned that program around at Colorado. It used to go maybe different this year without Shadir at quarterback, but I guess time will tell. We'll see.
Yeah, he actually is just so classy. I did watch his post interview from everyone wanted to know what his thoughts were, and he just handled it so beautifully, just saying he's proud of his kids, and
there you go.
Listen, emotions do get high. I do think that some teams might not want to touch Shiloh as much anymore, because he's 25 and he's this emotional player. But at the same time, he is talented, so we will see.
You never
And
know.
Jador is,
Yeah.
I
Injuries
think
happen in
he's
an
right
NFL,
now,
so
he's
he may get a call. So you never know.
exactly. And so, Jador right now is the third string. They're kind of teetering. They just actually the Browns just brought in another quarterback in, but Joe Flacco starting, 40 years old. What do you think about that?
The dude gets it done. That's what I think. I mean, every time he gets in there, he produces. I think was he at was it Indy last year or 2 years ago? Wherever it was. When he gets in there, he produces. So I don't. They have a couple rookies right behind Joe. Is Deshaun still there? Deshaun Watson still there?
So he is on he's injured or something, right? He's
So,
not.
okay.
Yeah,
So,
he's not going to play this year. I also don't know what's going on with his
I don't know. So who
legal
knows?
issues.
Yeah.
Who knows?
So anyway,
but yeah, but
Joe seems like the safe choice. Right?
Yeah, but I mean, but Joe Flacco though, he's part of the over 40 quarterback club, which is also Aaron, who's still playing. We should definitely talk about Aaron. I mean, I think Aaron is done. I probably am the only person that I do. I'm sorry. I think he's done. I do.
No.
You think the man still got it?
Well, it's hard. So he's a year out. Last year, it was the first year after the Achilles. His numbers weren't bad. You look at his numbers.
But
if you put those numbers at any other quarterback, you're like, oh, that's a pretty good season. But it's Aaron Rodgers, so you have so much more expectations for him. And they didn't win in New York. They got a great defense in Pittsburgh. They're going to run the ball. They got receive.
He does have way more weapons. In Pittsburgh, you are okay. So here's the thing.
I hope he's not.
I had a chance to interview him, and I could just tell he was done with the sport. He really wants to be he wanted to be the host of Jeopardy.
I saw that.
He just wants, which by the way, I actually thought I thought he did pretty well. I have to give him credit for that. I thought he did pretty well.
He's smart. He's got all I saw him in Tahoe this year in July. And it's the happiest I've seen him in probably because I see him every year out there at the golf tournament. Probably the happiest I've seen him in 5 years. He was
because he wasn't playing football. He's done with football. I'm telling you, my man is gonna retire. He's gonna retire.
He's healthy. He's probably feels good again. He's got a good team. He's got a great head coach. Things are stable around him. He got married. So I think things are good with him, and I hope it shows.
Wait, he did? He got married? Who did he marry?
Someone said he got married. I don't know.
Did he marry somebody? Can we find that out? I'm so bad at.
Supposedly he got married. How about that? He said he got married, and then well, more importantly, it was on TV, so it had to be true.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it's true. That's crazy. I need to catch up on my my sports reality love life.
Yeah. My wife's a Steelers, so she informed me.
Oh, is she?
Yeah, she's a huge Steelers fan, so she informed me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So is she happy that Aaron Rodgers has joined?
She got the jersey like 2 days after they signed him.
He did? Okay, who did he? Let's see. We're going to see who he married.
His
Miss U.S. Oh.
I don't know who she is.
But it's a mystery wife who has never been seen by the New York Jets Wags. We didn't even know. Oh. So we don't know.
Secrets.
Wait.
I like it.
Brittany mentioned his girlfriend, Brittany. Oh, okay. So Brittany, his wife. That's actually good. I feel like he's a private person. I kind of like when they're a little bit more private, unlike some people in the NFL, who, by the way, I have to say, I took to my fans and asked them to tell me a question. And I wanted them to say, if you could ask Brian Urlacher anything in the world, what would you ask? And I have to say one of my favorite questions was, what does he think of the Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce engagement? I mean, I'm personally just happy they did this before the season started so we can just get it out of the way. But, I mean, I need to know.
I like Kels. Kels is a good dude, man. I've been around him. We didn't play against each other. He was too young. But every time I'm around him, he's super nice. He's nice to both of my daughters went to KU, which is in Lawrence.
Okay, yeah.
So they're big Chiefs fans, and they got a chance to meet him. So I'm a big fan of his. It does get frustrating when all you see on TV during the games is they put her on. Like last night, I'm watching a college football game, and they're at the game. But he went to Cincinnati. I get it, but it's not their fault. It's the network's fault. It's not Travis's fault. It's not Taylor's fault. The network is the one putting them on there because they want the ratings. It's not Travis's fault. It's not her fault. So people can quit blaming them already because it's not their damn fault that they're putting them on TV. They want to be at the games and watch. I got no problem with that. It's the damn network's fault for putting them on there. That's who I blame.
I actually agree. I feel like they want to obviously get the the viewership, and they want to show her as often as possible because, I mean, I actually think she did do a positive for the NFL. I mean, now there's girls watching and young girls and people, and it's just all together now, the ratings have skyrocketed. It's made so much money for the NFL. But I would like to mention, I find the ring absolutely horrifyingly ugly. I don't like the ring at all.
Pay attention to that. I didn't see the ring. I don't pay attention to that stuff.
I know, I'm a girl, so I immediately looked at the ring and I was like, I don't know. I would love you to ask your wife and your daughters what they think of the ring. Sure. Are any of them there right now in the shot?
I'm sure my middle daughter is a huge Swiftie, so she probably saw the ring, but my wife hasn't probably paid attention to it. She's not that
fair enough.
She's a huge football person, not current events.
Okay, fair enough. I will say, like, when I saw the ring, I thought to myself too, I wonder if he got it for free, like if they're going to tag or something, you know, I mean, I don't know. I mean, their whole wedding could be sponsored for free. I was reading the comments from all of the congratulation messages, and I mean, Costco wrote a congratulation message. You know, Starbucks wrote a congratulations message. Like all of this, all I could think about was how, like, the richest people in the world don't need to even pay for any.
The more money you have, the more free stuff you get. That's the way it works.
Right?
Yeah, I like it.
Exactly. So yeah. Well, I'm glad that.
Congrats to them.
I say congrats to them. I will say that during the Super Bowl, I was a little upset that they kept showing Taylor so much because it was, even when there was a touchdown or anything, they kept showing her. And I kept thinking to myself, show the guys that did the touchdown.
Well, that's Fox or CBS, right? They have the game, so you be mad at them. Don't be mad at her.
Oh no, I'm not mad at her. Yeah, I'm not mad at her. I still think she's a genius.
Other things than football. That's all it is. And it's not her fault.
Yeah, I mean, Travis is still my third favorite Kelsey, which I have told him that. Because obviously we've got Jason. Jason's number one.
I know.
Donna's number two, because she raised both these men, and then Travis. And I told that to Travis once, and he goes, yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, respectable. Very respectable.
Yeah, he was like, that's fair. Okay, so, you know, I'd love to talk to you about more of all of the games, but just, I know you got to go play golf. So leave me with this. I need to know, what are we thinking about the Bears season? Do we think they're going to make the playoffs? I got to know.
So I'm excited. I think Ben Johnson's a stud. I love that hire. I was really surprised that they, first of all, paid him that type of money, because that's not normally something they do. So I was excited they paid him the money and got him. They're in a tough division, actually. Man, you got Green Bay, who's good. Lions, been good the last couple of years. Minnesota, not sure about, which is kind of scary because you don't know if they're going to be good or not. I think the Bears will be better. We're 5-12 last year, I think. I like Caleb. I know people, they say things about. I like the dude, man. He's a good athlete, throws the ball great. I think Ben's going to help him take that next step. Look at last year's numbers weren't bad. He didn't. The thing I appreciate about him as a rookie quarterback, he didn't turn the football over. He may not have made the splash plays everyone expected, but he took care of the football, which is what you have to do in the NFL. And as a former defensive player, I appreciate my quarterback taking care of the football. We'll see. I think their defense is going to be better this year with Dennis Allen as DC. So, yeah, they're going to take a step up. They're in a tough division.
Are you going to put your money on the Bears to make the playoffs?
No. I am not.
No. I know. It's hard with Micah Parsons now also joining.
Now the Bears got to play twice a year. Thanks a lot, Cowboys.
I know.
Appreciate it.
I know. But, okay. So, only time will tell, and I'm excited to keep watching this season. And we're going to have to get you back, and we're going to have to talk about this a bit more.
My predictions went.
Oh, well, I mean, so who do you think, I'd love to get your prediction then. Who do you think is a Super Bowl contender this year?
Buffalo
who do you
Bills.
think
Buffalo.
are going to be the Bills? I agree.
It's easy to say Eagles, right? So the Bills, if they're
I don't think the Eagles are going to go back, actually. You say that. I don't.
They're contenders, and look at their division. The Redskins are they're good. Cowboys, we'll see.
Love that you still on calling them the Redskins.
Yeah, you love what?
I love that you still call them the Redskins. I mean, it took me I get it.
Okay.
Yeah, I get it. I get it.
So I started watching Hard Knocks this year for the first time ever. How can you not
Yeah.
like the Bills? How can you not like Josh Allen, Sean McDermott, the way that they run their organization, the things
Yeah.
that just I'm such a big fan. And I've always liked Josh, but I hope they do it. I mean, Lamar Jackson's a beast in Baltimore as well, so they're going to be a contender. You know who I think
Yeah,
is really going to
Baltimore
be
and the Bills.
surprising people? If
Yeah.
their defense can hold people to 25 points or less. Cincinnati. The
Bengals.
Bengals. Joe Burrow's a beast.
Okay.
I
Joe
mean,
Burrow,
he had an
Jamar
MVP season last
Chase.
year, but didn't win.
Okay.
They didn't win any games, so he couldn't get it. But you look at his numbers. Wow. So I
Yeah.
think the Bengals could surprise. They're another thing. Tough division though. Another tough division.
Yeah. I agree. So then who would they play against? You think it's going to be the Eagles? I don't.
NFC. Yeah, it's tough to pick against the Eagles. I'm not taking Green Bay. Detroit. I'll take Detroit over Green Bay and the Eagles. Sorry, not Eagles.
Honestly, I was going to say, I think it's going to be Bills versus Lions, and I'm saying Lions year, baby. That's what I'm going with.
I got to sleep before you, though. Tampa Bay. I love Baker Mayfield. That's my deal right there. So Baker's a beast.
Sleeper.
They just go.
Yeah.
We'll see. Their division is super weak.
Yep.
They're really good, and then everyone else is whatever. So I believe Tampa could be a sleeper in the NFC as well. We'll see.
Okay, I love it. I love your predictions. All right. Well, we got to get you back in the studio. We got to get you in the studio sometime. And I would love to see, I see the golf clubs that you're about to go play golf with. Can you show me your golf clubs there that you're going to go hit?
These are not the ones that we play with. My buddy got me these when I made the Hall of. Can you see what's on there? That
is legendary.
Yes. So
Can I?
These are just all.
I can't have one. Can I have one?
You can look at them, but you can't have them. Yeah. So
Okay, fair enough.
My buddy got me that when I got elected to the Hall of Fame. So those are just for show. Those just sit there.
That's amazing. Yes. All right. Well, have an amazing golf game. Thank you for joining us, Brian Urlacher, everybody. Oh my gosh. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
You're amazing. I am beyond excited to have our next guest here. We are talking about a Super Bowl champ, a 3-time Pro Bowler, and a member of the 100 Sack Club. And because Rice goes good with everything, baby, we had to get Mr. Simeon Rice.
I appreciate that. I really do, man. I do, man. Felt like I'm put back on uniform. Feels good. What's up?
I love it. I'm so
you got
glad
a new
you're
show.
Here.
It's a
I
dope
do.
show. The setup is.
And I stole your
catchphrase.
Rice goes good with everything, baby.
I know. No, it does though. That's what they say. That's what they say.
It does though. Yeah, we got the new setup here at Newsweek, and I'm so happy for you to join.
What's this lavender you rocking? What you purple lavender? What is this?
Yes, this is Amazon
Lavender?
Prime, baby. Yes,
Killing the game. Killing the game.
Violet, Amazon. Thank you.
You go, girl.
Oh wait,
you go, girl.
Thank you. $19.99. Thank you. But yeah, so I mean, listen, I am so pumped that Super Bowl. Ooh, is that the dog though? I hear a dog. I love it. No, so I am so excited to get you here talking to a Super Bowl winner about the Super Bowl. So I got to ask you, do you out the gate? I mean, listen, it's wild card right now. Who knows what's going to happen? It's preseason. There's been no games yet, but do you have an idea of a team that you think is going to make it to the Super Bowl?
It's too early. But I am 5-0 in picking Super Bowl winners. I might add.
And picking the Gatorade flavor. You did pick the correct Gatorade flavor. You were the only one that said purple, and I would have made so much money off of that.
You got purple outfit on right now. Purple outfit. No, you know what? This year I got to look at the games play. You always have to look at the games play. You don't want to be too presumptuous. I mean, if you're going to take a swing if you want to just take a big swing, you can pick right now. You know all about odds. I don't. You know what I mean? That's not my world. What are the odds saying?
Okay, so that's what I was just going to get at. So listen, you can bet later on, but the odds go down. So if you are betting right now, the favorite to win the Super Bowl, the Ravens and the Bills, they're tied for the current favorite at plus 600. And the Super Bowl winners, the Philadelphia Eagles, my team, is second at plus 700. The Chiefs are plus 850. These are all obviously going to change, but right now those are the lines that we have for DraftKings. So what do you think?
Okay, so, if you want to have a lot of fun with it,
Yeah.
And this is on record because I'm saying it to you. I'm feeling Detroit Lions. But this is my
I
betting man hat. This is my
I have
betting man
chills.
hat.
Yes. No, I love that you said that. I have been saying I love the
We
Lions.
give
I
out
do.
goosebumps, baby. We
Yes,
giving
you
out
did. I really
goosebumps.
did.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me go down and tell
So
you
tell
about
the
the
truth. Go
Lions.
ahead, girl. Let me hear it. Tell the truth.
Yeah,
You
I
up here
think the
dropping
Lions
these irrelevant teams. Tell me what you think.
Okay, so for me, I'm loving the Lions. The only thing about the Lions is because of the Micah Parsons trade, the Packers went from plus 1,800 to plus 1,200, and the Detroit Lions went from 1,200 to plus 1,400. So because they're going to be in the same division playing against Micah Parsons now, it's like that's the only thing that's holding me back a little bit. But I do love the Lions. And at plus 12, wait, no, now they're plus 1,400? Those are some good odds.
I'm feeling Detroit.
I love
Because, I
that you
mean,
feel
they
Detroit.
came up short. I know what happens when a team come up short. They've been there before. They're seasoned. They're ready. They got high expectations. And they're a
Yep.
team that likes to wear the hat like they don't respect us. When you have that, that's a great culmination of a lot of great things happening. And they got a coach that has played in the big game, and he's coaching he coached his team to play almost. They've been almost there. So, and
Yeah.
they failed. So this is a big year for this team to get over that hump. Now they know. I think last year was a great teaching. This is a year of fulfillment based upon, like I said, being presumptuous. This is where I'm at right now on a big bet. If you want to make a big bet, you go Detroit Lions.
I love that you said
And
that.
I've
I mean,
been
literally,
5-0. I've been
you
5 and
are.
0.
You are so good at it. And I love it because you don't gamble yourself, really, do you?
Sometimes.
Ooh,
I
okay.
just
We can make
started.
some money together then.
This
Oh,
is
you
right.
did?
I just started.
Ooh. Oh,
You
I
know what I
can't
mean?
wait. I'll teach you.
On the
I'll
prop
help you
bet,
out.
baby. Come on, prop bet.
Yeah.
Purple
You are so
Gatorade.
good at those. You are
You know
so
what I
good
mean?
at those. So, okay. So I love that you said that. But now, do you think the Ravens or the Bills would be going against that? Who do you think?
That's a good question.
Or,
Uh,
I mean, just throwing it out there.
you
I
know what? Throw
mean,
Lamar out there. Lamar.
the Ravens?
Yeah,
Okay.
let's go the Ravens. You put that in my head. You hit me with that
Yeah.
woosah. You hit the Ravens,
Yeah.
Bills. I'm like, you know what? Go the Ravens. They're another team that came up short. I like to come up short teams because they're hungry. A lot to prove.
Yeah.
See,
Yeah. I
but
agree.
here's the thing with the Ravens. If they don't make a splash, they might believe it or not, they might not make the playoffs if they don't have that mentality. You're not gonna keep landing in the same spot. You're either gonna go big or you're gonna go home.
I
You're either
like
gonna go
that.
big this year and take that next progression, but you're not gonna remain the same. Only team that was remaining the same for a lot of years was your team and the Bills. But the Bills
Okay.
inevitably never did it. You know what I mean? They got there 4 times, never won. Your team, NFC championships
Well,
all those
that's I was just
times.
going to say I could see the Bills and the Lions going to the Super Bowl and playing each other. The only thing is I don't think the Bills would win it. I think unfortunately Josh Allen gets so close, but he just never gets it. And he is an amazing quarterback, but I don't know. I don't know that they would win the whole thing. I
I
truly
think
believe
so.
it's Lions' year.
Really?
I don't know.
I
Do.
think I 100% think they're capable.
Yeah.
I think
Now,
they're capable because of quarterback.
your old, oh, well, I mean, 1,000%. He is so great.
Yeah.
Now, your old team, the Tampa Bay Bucks, are plus 2,500, which is the same as the Chargers and the Bengals. Would you put your money on Baker Mayfield, Justin Herbert, or Joe Burrow, or none of the above?
Joe Burrow.
Okay, Bengals.
Yeah, I
Okay.
would. 1,000%.
Yeah, I like that. I mean, I might sprinkle some money on my own team, but I am a realist and I do like money. And there is something about me that says we're going to go far, but we're not going to go all the way. I just feel it like we're going to get there, but I'm not sure. What do you think? Do you like Jalen Hurts? How are you feeling
I
about
don't.
Eagles? You
I'm
don't?
not a super fan.
Right.
I
Yeah.
really don't like. I just think he's in a great situation. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? And I don't want to. I like you asked me in my opinion. We just happen
I
to have
do.
cameras on, and I'm gonna give you my honest opinion.
Yeah,
And for him, if he sees this, hopefully your show blows up and be the biggest show, the monster show that's out there. But I mean, no hate to the young man, but
yeah.
I just he doesn't do it for me. He don't move the needle for me. He's just adequate
I
to
th-
me.
I think he's an amazing. He doesn't throw the ball as much as he's a runner. Like
He
he
don't
just
throw the ball
runs.
down the field. For
No,
me, he
he
don't
runs.
push the ball.
Yeah, I don't see that lasting the length of like a Brady who could throw or something. Or Mahomes. To me, it's how long can you really
That's
do
what I'm
that
saying.
for?
Yeah. You see, I'm like, how long are you going to be able to And this year they're going to scout that.
Yeah,
They're going to dink
yeah,
and dunks, and they're going to take that way. You got
yeah,
great receivers. But
yeah.
if he take the next progression, now we could talk about something with pushing the ball down the field and things like that. But he doesn't do it. And at a certain point, these defenses are getting better. They're gonna load up. They're gonna keep it all in front of you. He's gonna have to throw it in small windows. And then we all know he don't have the strongest arm. He doesn't push the ball
No.
down the field. And last year, a lot was on Saquon Barkley. So
Yeah.
he was moving the chains and things like that. If he have a breakout
I
year again, it could
love
be right where
Saquon.
they were last
I
year.
do.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Saquon's amazing. I did happen to lose my last leg of a 7-leg parlay because Saquon didn't get a anytime touchdown in the Super Bowl, which I blame Jalen Hurts for. So I'm still a little salty on that because I would have won so much money and I hit every leg.
Which one?
But
How many? What was the other 6?
Oh God, I can't remember. Over unders, point totals.
You hit
I did.
6 out 7. You hit 6 out
Yeah.
of 7.
Oh yeah, it was crazy. I have a
Shout out
screenshot.
you.
I wanted to cry. I wanted to
That's
cry.
sick.
I mean, I thought for sure anytime touch he'll get one. I mean, he always had some, but I have a feeling. This is my own little theory that Jalen didn't really want to throw it to him because maybe he would have become MVP versus him, or maybe they just guarded him too much. Who knows the truth? We won't. We don't
No,
know.
they did. They did. They overloaded.
They guarded him. As they should. He was the best, but
he was the best player offensively.
yeah. Now the Cowboys have lost Micah Parsons. They're going to be playing the Eagles in the home opener, so that will be better for my Eagles. It did change Dak's passing yardage. I would love to do a little player prop real quick. So for player props, FanDuel has the passing yard leaders of the year with Joe Burrow at plus 470. Dak Prescott was 950. Now he's at plus 750 without Parsons. So that means they think that he's going to have to throw the ball a lot more. And Mahomes is at plus 850. So what do you think, like now that Mahomes and Prescott swapped spots with the loss of Micah Parsons, instead of it being, I mean, they have lowered the Cowboys' position, obviously, in ranking, but they upped Prescott in his passing yardage, which I found quite interesting.
Because he had to throw a lot more.
Yeah.
So what's the question? I like giving answers. What's the question?
Yeah, my question is, do you
What do
think
I
that
think
that's accurate? He's number 2 right now in the passing yardage leaders for the year. That's what they're projecting. Dak Prescott is number 2 for the passing leaders, for passing yards. And I just think that's kind of crazy. It's Joe Burrow, Dak Prescott, and Patrick Mahomes. Then it goes Goff at plus 1,100, and then Brock Purdy at plus 12,000. Oh, sorry, plus 1,200.
I think that's pretty accurate. I think that's
You do?
somewhere. I think
Okay.
it's not too off. It's not far off.
And
I would have Goff
who would you
over
pick?
him. I would have
You would?
Goff over him a little bit,
Do you
but that's
think-
as a quarterback. But I mean, because he got some weapons out there, they are going to have to throw the ball a lot more. But I think they were going to throw the ball a lot more anyway. I don't think he changes. They had a top ranked defense last year.
But do you think Burrow will be the leader at plus? Is that a good bet to put my money on at plus 470? I mean, you are the king of player props, so I had to ask you a player prop. Do you think Joe Burrow at plus 470 is would be the leader for the year?
Yeah, I think that's a safe play. Who was it last year?
I don't know. Who was it last year? We'll find out for you. And while we find out for you who the leader was, I'm going to talk to you about my favorite player prop, which is most interceptions. I love betting. By the way, that was part of my player prop as part of the 7 was interceptions. I did say Mahomes was going to get an interception, and he had many interceptions that game. But so the most interceptions right now, because Cam Ward is starting off first year post-college, he's leading it at plus 750. Then Baker Mayfield at plus 850, who, mind you, did have 16 interceptions last year. Sam Darnold is at plus 850. He had 12 interceptions last year. Trevor Lawrence plus 1,100. He had 7, but he only played in 9 games. And Dak Prescott is at plus 1,200. He only played in 6 games, and he had 8. Who would your top be for the most interceptions for the season?
I'm going to go with the rookie.
You're going to go with Cam Ward, the rookie?
Yeah.
I'm tied with Cam and Dak. I actually have in my notes here, I'm tied for Cam and Dak. I would put my money on either Cam as a safe bet at plus 750, or I like Prescott at plus 1,200. I mean, he's now, again, he's going to have to throw it a lot more. So more chances of interceptions. I don't know. I kind of like my money there, and I like the odds at plus 1,200.
If that happens, what you just said,
Joe Burrow last year was the most passing. That's why. Okay, so Joe Burrow he threw the most passes. So passing yardage.
Right.
So
I'm going with him.
You are always
I'm going
right.
With him. I wasn't there. Stop flattering me. Yeah, I would go with the rookie, but what you say about Dak is right, and they paid him that much money, that's a football sin. That's a sin if he wanted, like, you pay this man all that money, and he doesn't take care of the ball, and he can throw the, like, based on me and you, our discussion right now. If that happens, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That means you should be back in the draft drafting another player. Then you paid him all that money, and he's going to be right up there leading the NFL in interceptions.
I agree with you, but I will say this, to a little fairness to him, I mean, they did just get rid of like a Pro Bowler star. No,
that don't mean anything with offense. No. Again, we're presumptuous. Yeah. It hasn't happened. Yeah. It didn't happen last year. So they paid him based upon his potential, or they based not even potential on what he was able to do prior. You know what I mean? But you don't want to live in empty calorie points and empty calorie stats that don't move the needle. You want whatever you do in terms of football statistically to impact winning. And if it's not impacting winning, what are we doing?
That's true. I mean,
we could talk all the numbers in the world, but if they don't impact the win and losses, then empty calories. You're eating potato chips.
Do you think Dak has star quality, or?
Yeah, I do.
You do?
I do. I think he's a good player. Yeah. I think he's a good quarterback. Yeah.
So the Eagles are going to be playing the Cowboys. Do you think it's plus now without now the spread has changed, the line has changed, and that's now the Eagles are 7.5-point favorites. I'm taking the Eagles, but what do you think? I mean, this is a little preview. I'm just kind of curious. I'm going to get more into this next Thursday's game, but I'd love to know your opinion on who you think is going to win that game.
The opener? Is that the opener?
The home opener. The home opener in Philly, which I'm going to.
In Philly?
Yeah.
I'm going with Philly.
Yeah. Okay, so you think they're going to cover? Do you think they're going to cover the spread?
I'm pushing all the chips on Philly.
Yeah.
What's the spread?
So 7.5 points favoring the Eagles. So
favoring the Eagles? Yeah, I think they're going to cover. Yep.
So you know what we say then?
Spread them?
Yes, we spread them.
That was my guess, girl.
Yes. Now
she said yes.
Yes, queen. Yes, queen. Okay, so Wait, by the way, I have to ask you. So I have a question from a fan, and they wanted to know, would you, so let me see her name. It was, I want to make sure I get it right. Stacy from Maple Grove, Minnesota wants to know if you ever thought about coaching in the NFL or in college.
Nope.
No? No desire to coach? Nah.
Zero. None.
No.
Nada.
Not even in high school. I mean, no.
None of it.
That's fair. When you're done, you're done.
When you're done, you're done.
I mean, you mastered it all.
That's poetic, girl. That's poetic. I hope the audience, those that's listening, your viewers hear when you're done, you're done.
You're done.
And it's the way you say it. When you're done, you're done.
You're done.
That's deep.
I love that.
And it's true.
And I do want to let you go, but I have to just ask you one last question. So you, speaking of high school, went to high school with my old quarterback, Donovan McNabb. So what was that like? I mean, he was 2 years younger than you, right? You said? So 2 years younger than you.
Yeah.
So did you guys know each other in high school or meet after?
Yeah, we was on the same team. We played together.
God, really?
Yeah, he was. Well, I was older, so he was a backup quarterback, but he was all the way live. He was amazing. I know him as a basketball player, though. You know what I mean? Like throughout high school, I always thought he was going to be a hooper. And we played football. You obviously played football together. We were on the same track team. He was younger, but they moved him up to varsity, and he was just a human highlight. He was a human highlight and a freak athlete. Dunk over 7-footers, could shoot it. Donovan could hoop back in the day. He's like 300 pounds now, but back in the day, he was a straight hooper. When he came to Illinois, I was his host. I'm sitting here like, what are you doing here? He's like, you don't think I can play quarterback?
300 pounds now? Sorry, I need to go back. He's 300 pounds now? I haven't seen him in a while.
She like, hold on.
Can we go back to that? Wait, I'm sorry. Like, that's a lot.
Don't just slide that. I don't know. He like.
You did.
Donovan's
you just like threw that under like, oh, Donovan has like 300 pounds now. So like moving on.
Donovan, big dude now. Donovan looked like a 3 technique. But the dude is benching 500 pounds. You're hilarious. He benching 500 though. Donovan, I mean, but he a big dude. Like the dude, he big.
He is a big. Yeah. He is a big dude.
He wasn't like that. He was always like. Donovan had like, you know, growing up, he always had like he was always on like a thicker side, but now he is like he leaned into that and he lift heavy. Like he benching 500 pounds.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So he doesn't reflect the same Donovan that I once knew. But again, like I said, he was so good. I mean, obviously he played basketball at Syracuse. He was a multi-sport athlete, sick athlete. So he comes to Illinois. I'm his host. I'm like, you really gonna come? But my coach already told me they wanted to switch him to strong safety. I'm like, he's like, I want to come here and play with you. I'm like, bro, don't come here. They want to move you to receiver or strong safety. And then he winds up going to Syracuse, and the rest is history. Yeah. So yeah, and it was funny because when we played against them in the NFC championship game, it was divided. The school was divided. Who was gonna win?
Oh, yeah. So they were cheering for half you guys.
They was chilling for both of us, but it was like everybody was like, "Who is going? What's going?" But you know, I've dominated Donovan every time in practice.
How many sacks?
When he played, him? Donovan?
Yeah.
Who knows? I don't know. Playing against him, I don't know. I always got him though.
Yes, you did. Yeah. Listen, as much as I am of an Eagles fan, I have to say, like, I was always more of a Dawkins fan, and I was always more of a Westbrook fan. I think quarterbacks in Philly get a hard rap. Like, even Hurts, people don't care about Hurts as much, I think, as they do about Saquon. We've always been about the team over quarterbacks. So I would have loved that. I would have loved the
Let me ask you, who is the greatest quarterback in Philadelphia Eagles history? Who would you say?
Reggie White.
I said quarterback.
I'd say White.
Quarterback.
Nick. He won us a Super Bowl.
You think
Nick
he
Foles.
was?
No, I don't. I don't at all. I don't
Come
at all.
on,
I
man.
think that was a freak accident. I think the only way you beat, at the time, a 5-time Super Bowl champ, which was what Tom Brady was at the time, you could only do so with a backup quarterback and doing a crazy special play. I honestly, I don't really know. I guess I have to say Jalen right now, but I'm not sold on him. I truly don't
All time, he's
think.
not the all time.
I think that just is a testament to how great the Eagles were that we don't really.
I'm not talking about teams. Forget the teams. I'm
I
saying
know,
quarterback.
quarterback.
Put on your quarterback. Who's the greatest? Who had the most success at quarterback in Eagles history?
Who are you saying? Oh, Randall Cunningham. I have his jersey. That's what I was thinking. Why did I say Reggie White? I have a Cunningham jersey. Yes.
It's two players. It's either
Cunningham. I have a Cunningham jersey.
It's either Donovan. I know
No,
you
it's
don't like
Cunningham.
Donovan. It's either Donovan or Randall.
I don't dislike
I said
Donovan.
because but I said the most success. NFC championships.
Yeah,
he went there 4 times, and the Super Bowl. He just lost.
Donovan, to me, the only reason I wasn't like a huge Donovan McNabb fan was he would mess up and he would go, and I'd be like, no, don't smile. I'm pissed. Be pissed. Like, let's be pissed. And that's the only reason. But obviously, I still like the man. I mean, listen, if we could get Donovan on, I'd love to have him on. So you can, I'll be so nice to him.
Okay,
I promise.
I'll talk to Donovan saying that you want to come. He want to come on the show, whatever.
I have to say, and that's that. I truly don't want to keep you too much longer of your time. I'm so appreciative of everything and your picks because you are the king of player props. I must give it to you. Only man to ever get a pick the Gatorade flavor, which was pretty spot on. I mean, you instantly purple. So I'm listening to your picks this week, and I'm actually going to put my money on the Lions because I was feeling it, but now that you agree with me, I'm gonna take it.
Oh.
Plus 1200.
Oh. I mean, it's the fun bet. It's an early bet. We talk about to make a lot of money, right? It's the early bet. Without any, we just being presumptuous.
Exactly. It's an early bet. It's a fun one. You sprinkle a little cash everywhere.
Yeah, that's up. So, you know about this.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you know about
exactly. This. Well, Rice truly does go good with everything, and I so appreciate you. So thank you so much, Simeon, for your time, and I can't wait to get you back and get you in studio sometime. You got to come here and check out the beautiful things we have here.
Come on, you're doing your thing, girl.
You're amazing.
You know?
Thank you, Simeon.
Blow this thing up.
Thank you.
Blow it up, girl. Spread them.
Spread them. Yes. Thank you,
good.
Simeon. Thanks for tuning into our first show. Make sure you come back this Thursday where I'm going to be giving you my top picks, props, and locks. And I'm going to fill you in on how you can become part of Spreadum and get your Spreadum merch. So make sure you like, subscribe, and follow us at Newsweek and at Ashley Haas. So I cannot wait to see you guys next Thursday, where we are going to be breaking down game day. It's almost here. I cannot wait. Let's go. All right, I'm going to go because I need to do some studying. So stay tuned.